The life of a sold newspaper often begins with a call, whether from a news source providing information on a news story or a customer wishing to benefit from the newspaper's large readership through advertising. Both these communications set in motion a process that runs through countless hands in several departments and require various individuals with unique skill sets specific to the media industry. These processes happen at pace and from lead to reader could often take as little as 1 day. The news lead quickly turns into an investigation and cross-referencing of sources to arrive at a well-informed article that covers all the necessary angles while still abiding by the press code as set out by the Press Council of South Africa. In the production department, graphic designers combine creativity with proven industry standards of effective print media advertisement design to arrive at a customized artwork that gets sent out to the client for approval. When both these processes are done and the editor is happy with the newspaper, it is prepared for printing. The graphics department then sends the final product digitally to the factory, where micro dots get burned into the plates with the CTP machine. After burning, the plates get bent and punched and taken to the printing press, where they are placed on the plate cylinder. The printing process is then started by machine binders, and 2 make-ready copies are checked for correct pagination sequence and errors before being signed off. Once sign-off is done, the press gets go-ahead to print the paper. The quality of the printing is checked for the duration of the printing process to ensure consistency. Printed sections are then moved to collators, who are responsible for combining sections and placing inserts into the newspaper. The newspapers are then stacked in bundles of the correct amounts and strapped and stacked according to the distribution route amounts. The collating supervisor and driver supervisor will then sign off on the number of bundles to ensure that the publication's print order balances before they are loaded and distributed via a fleet of delivery vehicles. Delivery takes place in the early morning hours to ensure that the newspaper is delivered, unstrapped and neatly stacked, ready to get purchased. Every week, 37,500 copies of Lowvelder makes its way to almost 500 distribution points all across the Lowveld region, stretching as far as Komatipoort in the east, Barberton in the south, Machadodorp in the west and Hoedspruit in the north. A fleet of delivery vehicles drives long distances from the early morning hours to make sure the news gets delivered to readers while it is still hot. 30 street sellers also arrive at the Lowveld Media Printing Facility in Mbombela from before sunrise to pick up copies of the paper to sell to commuters making their way to work. You will see these friendly faces at the busiest intersections in town. All the efforts, from editorial to production to distribution, all work together to serve a loyal community of readers that trust their local community newspaper to bring them accurate news, entertainment, event coverage and more.